Welcome back to A-Side Boxing. I'm your host, Carlos Massey, along with Marlon Picklehead Parker and Ray Rockhead Massey.
That's how we started.
That's how we started all of that. Today's special guest, Rajon Picasso Chance. What's going on, bro?
Hey, not much, man. Can't complain. Just training, staying low.
Staying in that gym, huh?
Always.
Man. Yeah, we want to start off. You a highly decorated amateur, and you're one of the hottest young prospects coming out of Jersey. Tell us a little bit about how you made your transition over into the pros.
More of the story. Made the transition to the pros by it was a hard decision at first because when you want to do, when everybody behind you and your people say, nah, wait, everybody, because at that time everybody was saying wait. You have to wait. But it was like, what am I waiting for? USA's, USA boxing is great. But, just me personally, I already knew what it was. Duke Reagan in our weight class was already going to be an Olympian, was already set to go. So it was no point of even trying to take, even trying to take his spot. He's already solidified his spot. So it was Golden Gloves, and I was a Golden Glove finalist. So it was like I did my part. I did everything I had to do in the amateurs. I had a great career in the amateurs, so now it was time to turn pro and make some money.
That's right. That's the important part.
Yeah.
Basically, you wanted to get out of the bucket.
Yeah, basically. But even as a pro, I just wanted to be a world champion. That's my main goal. World champion, undisputed.
Okay, yeah, that's coming up next. Yeah. So which belt first? Because
I'm going for the WBA.
Okay. All right. So that's putting somebody wearing a WBA.
I know.
I mean, it's not sitting on the shelf.
I know.
They're just sitting waiting for you. They're not gonna email it to you. So you say you're coming for it.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it. I'm
Okay.
gonna start off with a small belt to rank me up in the WBA. WBA got a lot of small belts that you can rank yourself up. Start off with that, and then rank up, and then whoever got that title, I want it. And then whoever got WBC, I want it. And then whoever got the
right. Rajon, man, it's always a pleasure to do your interviews, man. One of the things that I really enjoyed, we had another kind of interview where we wanted to do this one over to make this one more expansive. But the reason we did it because it was such a pleasure interviewing you. And one of the things I noticed about you is the energy that you bring. A lot of fighters, man, they burn out really quickly, and you, man, you look like you alive 10 times over, man. When I see you fight, man, you got so much energy. How do you contain that, man? How do you pace yourself?
I'm gonna be honest with you. It's like, believe it or not, I grew up in a gym with a lot of great fighters where you have no choice but to control yourself, like Shakur Stevenson. You got Chris Colbert, for example. You got a lot of other fighters. Keyshawn Davis, another one. So it's like I've been in the ring with those guys, and I see how, especially with Shakur and Key, I see how they just keep picking it up. So it was like they pace themselves, but most importantly, it's all about the mental when it comes to that. Everybody, you can do all the running in the world. You can do all the training in the world, condition in the world, but when your mind not strong, you tired. That's just that.
Oh yeah, true. That is true.
When your mind is not strong, you are tired. So it's all about your mindset, really. When your mindset say, "I'm gonna go get him," I'm not losing. When your mindset is to go get it, you ain't getting tired. Whether you getting your ass whooped, whether it's however you do it, you're not gonna get tired. You're gonna keep pushing. That's how that go.
Exactly.
Yeah. That mental is very important.
Yes.
Tell us some of the things you do to strengthen that fighter mentality. Like Ray was saying, to piggyback off it, you got a lot of confidence and skills, pay the bills. But if you don't have the confidence and the determination, it don't come into fruition. So what are some of the things that you're doing to keep yourself up?
So when it comes to that, everybody get tired in the gym. You're supposed to.
Yes.
There's no such thing as, I don't get tired when I'm in the gym. You're not training. So when I'm dead tired, I'm talking about dead, where it's like, you got to keep going because that's where it start.
Exactly.
It start where like when your body start to feel like, no, we can't go. You got to tell him, yo, we got to make millions. We got to get belts. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. And not even that. It's like my father put that into me since I was a kid. So like all that training where it was like, hey, yo, let's go. I can't. What? Nothing. It's a
Yeah, the voice in the back of your head.
yeah, nothing. But as a man now, like it's different. I'm not a kid anymore where I need to get that push. I'm a man. I'm 21. Still a kid, still a youngin', but you know, that's when manhood starts. So it's like
Exactly.
It's either do or die. Because when you're 21, you're on your own.
Right.
You
serious.
Yeah, you're a man now. So it ain't mommy and daddy ain't holding your hand no more. You're 21 in that ring with killers now that wanted the same passion that you want. So you gotta break yourself. That's why I love Floyd. That's why I love Floyd. Because Floyd is the definition of that.
Right. No excuses.
Definition. Yes. No excuse. Push yourself. Kill yourself. Do whatever you gotta do to be great. You know, everybody think that being great is just about, oh, we gotta get up at 5 a.m. in the morning. I whooped a lot that woke up at 5 a.m. in the morning. It's just about your hard work, your mental, your aspect. That's what it's about. So yeah, that's just my opinion, man.
Talking about some deeper subjects. You're looking chill over there. Carlos is sweating like Bobby Brown at the interview. I mean, you can't see him, can you?
That's because that dragon breath over here killing me.
Carlos, man. Carlos sweating like Bobby Brown over here, man.
Yeah, man, that's the light.
No, but tell us about your brothers, man. They box. You know, we touched on it before, but for this, just give us you come from a boxing family. It's a strong boxing family. You know, give us a little insight about that.
All right. My brothers are.
Yeah, before we get into it, can you beat all your brothers if you spar? When you spar with them, which one comes out on top? I need to hear.
Don't answer
me. Me.
Okay, all right.
Hey, but raw reality though, if we was to tell each and every one of us that though, we would tell you it's gonna be us. Like the baby would say me.
Right.
My other Speedy would say me. I'm gonna say me. So that's just all our answers. We ain't never gonna back down to each other. But one thing that we all agree on, because it's gonna happen, it's bound to happen. It may not happen with Speedy, but it's guaranteed to happen with my baby brother. They are bound to hype us to fight soon. When he comes up, when he makes it where I'm world champion, and if he was to be in my weight class, which I can see happening, they're gonna try to hype that fight up, and I will never go to war with my brother ever.
Exactly.
Never. There's no money in the world. Yeah, no. There's no money in the world.
Hold on, y'all. Split that first 50-50.
But that's the thing though. Splitting, it ain't about that. We got to think about mommy and dad.
Exactly.
And it ain't even about my father.
Mm-hmm.
Mommy.
Yeah.
Mommy can't watch her two sons go to war.
Not if it's random punches.
It don't even sound right.
Random punches.
Exactly. It don't even sound right if a big bro doing it.
Just so you know, we used to fight for free.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Me and him.
Exactly.
And look, they never landed a shot. Never landed a shot.
No, but when it comes to my brothers though, like I can't do it. But I will spar the shit out of them all day. Yeah. But we ain't got it in. We ain't got it in us to do it. That would put like a family hold on it. You know what I mean? Because we all love each other. It's too deep. No matter what we go through, we always gonna love each other. So regardless of what, Manny, when it comes to Emmanuel Chance, he's going to be great. Whether I gotta vacate the belt and move up, or whatever, I will do whatever for my siblings. Jalite Chance is gonna be great. So my brothers are gonna be great, regardless of what they do. But that baby's coming. Facts.
Okay. What's up? All right. Well, now we got that out the way. We clearly know what the business moves on in the future. Right. Hey, man, tell me, man, who's outside of boxing, man, who's your favorite athlete out there now?
Favorite athlete?
Yeah.
Outside of boxing, I can't really give it to nobody outside of boxing because boxing's hard. But my favorite athlete though, like I'm gonna have to put it in boxing. But my favorite athlete is Shakur. Shakur Stevenson.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair.
I like it's just something about his like worth ethic. Like
Yeah.
it's like he can't be outworked. I like Keyshawn Davis too.
Yeah.
I like Keyshawn too, man. Keyshawn, man, he did it's that double and triple hook, man.
You got that dog.
Oh yeah, I didn't see nothing yet. I'm letting y'all know that right now. I know them
Nah,
personally. I know them personally.
I've been following him.
Hold up, he promoting this whole pride. You giving up the whole gym. Go ahead and say it. Shadeja too.
It
was a Keyshawn. Shakur. Yeah. Go ahead.
I'm out here snitching, man. I'm out here snitching.
Okay.
Oh, great. Come on.
Nah, but Keyshawn Davis is different. Shakur Stevenson different.
Right.
And I can't say like Terrence Crawford and all. Reason why I didn't see them yet, I know they're different because that's who Shakur and them like be around, but I don't be around them. I literally witnessed them. You know what I mean? I can't. Reason why like I claim them as my favorite athlete because I witnessed greatness. Like I seen it. I can't really say that everybody my favorite athlete. Why? Because it's like I haven't seen what they did. I don't know that if they waking up saying I gotta go get it. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like
Exactly.
I know that personally that they some go-getters. Like I know that person. I don't know other athletes like that. I know a lot of athletes, don't get me wrong, but I only see them like in the gym or if I'm going out or if we out to fights, we all chill with each other. I don't know what y'all doing y'all outside life, you feel me? Shakur outside life, like he shadow box playing bowling if he had to. He shadow box playing the game. He shadow box everywhere he goes.
It's about his craft.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay. Yo, he's just addicted to it. He been like that since he was kids. So it was like one time we was walking, he shadow boxed and slapped me. I'm like, yo, time out, bro. You out.
Play Roblox or something. Find another hobby.
He was like he was like the big brother to me that I always, you know what I mean, that I ain't never have. So Shakur fulfilled that part.
Yeah. So I want to ask you a question too. Was that plan that you turned pro like exactly on your birthday?
You know what's funny?
That's crazy.
Yo, that I did turn pro on my birthday.
That's crazy.
Hey, get out of here.
That's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, but it's crazy. I was thinking like 20 years to the day. That's crazy.
Damn, I ain't never think of that, but it wasn't really planned. It was just like, hey, fuck it. Like this, like for example, this summer I'm busy. Like I'm real busy. I don't care if I don't have a summer. I'm a grown ass man. Summer comes and goes. So it's like I'd rather suffer now than suffer later.
Your window is small. As an athlete, your window is relatively small, especially in the pain game. A lot of people hang around. You'll peak probably in a couple of years, in a few years, and some people may peak at like 30, 31, 32, but that's not so common. So you understand the sacrifice it takes to get to what and what you're looking for, your ultimate destiny.
Exactly, and I might not even enjoy my birthday this year. It's cool though, but
hey, I've studied through my birthday before.
It's Leo season, man. You gotta do something, man.
Man,
the 13th, man.
Don't hang with Bobby over here. We're gonna have to give him a drug test. You talking about hang with me on your birthday? Nah.
I got more than breath all day. You killing me, man.
I might do. I had coffee before I came over here. It might be something.
Old Starbucks or something.
I thought it was a cologne. I'm good now.
That's from a dude who can't grow hair on the sides of his face, just on his chin.
Oh damn.
Why did this interview take? When did it turn? He did this.
Hell nah.
Hit us against each other this early in the interview.
I don't know. But the cleanest face in boxing over here is talking about my chin.
No, I ain't gonna lie to you. I want chin here though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Hey man, your biggest advantage is your youth, man. And so shout out to maximizing that, man. I know
he'll bring intelligence as well. He's not just exactly. Hold up.
Why does this guy always want to sharpshoot me? I'm just trying to.
That's how we do it. Hey, you should see us when the camera is off.
Rajon, can we talk? This guy.
I got you, bro. I'm
gonna ask you a question, right? Not you. So look, man. are you excited? Does your coach plan on having you fight 3 or 4 times a year, starting off? What's the strategy? Or are you just gonna pick those tough fights and take the fast track up?
You know, it's funny. I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you asked me that. So, more of the story. When it comes, I like the question. Like, if my coach asks me, nah, it's about what the fuck I want. So
Right.
it's like I'm smart. I'm real smart when it comes to this boxing game because I've seen a lot of people try to do the fast route, and the route ain't go the way they wanted to. You got to be built a certain way to do the fast route. Not saying I ain't built that way. I am, but I'm still young at the end of the day. See, now when you're a young fighter and you taking the fast route, you got to be cautious on why you're doing it because why take that punishment early in your career? Because especially if you had a certain weight class, like the 115 weight class, hell yeah, move up fast because ain't nobody there. Yeah, 108 weight class, hell yeah. I don't even know that 108 weight class. I don't even know if it exists.
Right.
But you know what I mean? But when I see it, it's like, okay, I understand why you move fast. I understand why you got a world title, but you ain't come up to 122 with the super bantamweights and all that.
Exactly.
Everybody's there. It's all killers there, a lot. So I'm 21. I'm young. I'm pretty sure I got them on notice. Pretty sure about okay, that kid will probably be. I'll probably be up. Like I'm not gonna sit here and lie. Cool Boy Steph is one of the people I wanted to fight. I sparred him before. Great sparring. I wanted to fight him. He told me personally, by the time you get up here, all the way up in these rankings, I'll probably move up. I respect that. But you know why he respected me? Because I told him, I want to fight you. At a young age, my little ass, I want to fight you. Knowing damn well he got all the experience over me. He been there, he done that. I want to fight you. It ain't about the money. It's about me being great. But I learned, like, my team, that's why I respect my team, and I respect their loyalty that got to slow down. Okay, I understand. The reason why I understand is because if you move fast, you better be ready because the people that are moving faster, sometimes they can be older than you. They can have kids that they got to feed. They can have, you know what I mean? Certain shit, if you move fast. Yeah. Different. It's a different kind of motive where you got to mentally be like, hey, yo, he trying to kill me, so I got to kill him before he kill me. So it's like, okay, cool. So when it comes to that, that's why, like, with this little transition, this little thing in my career, I'm going to always have respect for the guys that took the fast route because it's like, you tapped in, you did it. The ones that was successful with it, I respect. But the ones that wasn't, it was like, that was your choice, man. You decided to do that. You could have said no. You could have, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't say no to that rematch. I took that because it was like, I gotta show y'all that wasn't me that fight.
That was a tough fight though, man. That was a serious fight. That
Yeah.
If I was trying to groom you, I don't know, man. This is me personally. I want you to. I'd rather you get all of your mistakes out early, but not against no tough competition. But that's what I like about you, man. You in there with lions, man, and out the break. And sometimes that right there really tests the mettle, of a fighter. It either make you or it breaks you.
Absolutely.
Pass the test, man. And so congrats for you in that victory.
Exactly. Hey, you see the word that you just said though? Like, I ain't trying to like throw no shots or anything, but a certain, like when you release this video, a certain someone know what I'm gonna mean. I passed the test. So it's like, why not build me after you pass a certain test? I've already showed you that I passed this test, or I showed you that I ain't no.
Right.
I fought him already, and to win against adversity before even with your career took off. Young in my career is early as hell. So I'm only 21. I took super adversity that draw. Who is this kid? Why is he boxing? I ain't gonna lie to you. It was the first time I ever went through something like that. You know, when you like reading the comments, it was like, oh, PBC moved fast. Damn. It was like, oh shit, 100 and something comments of just me. And these not even like comments that's good. These is bad comments. So it's like, it's like my first time. So it was like, all right, cool. All right. They said it. I ain't gonna front, I was a little down because I ain't never been through nothing like that. I'm always I'm used to being liked since the amateurs. Like everybody always had me as an underdog when I fought Castro or when I fought Duke. I was always the favorite still because it was like Weezy, Weezy. So when that first time, very first time where it was saying, it's like, oh shit, okay, cool. Now when the rematch came, I really had to realize like, okay, this career is about me. They gonna be here 1 minute, they gonna be gone the next minute. So focus, stay on your craft, and stay sharp. So I'm glad that you said that. I did pass that test, but it seemed like people didn't really realize it. But when you hungry, you hungry. So y'all gonna see the big moves real soon.
Yeah, when you're hungry, you're gonna eat.
And just to
Yeah.
touch back on that, when you read that negative criticism, now over the years, I've heard a lot of fighters say, well, I don't read the press. I don't read what they say about me. We all know you're a little curious in the morning what people are saying about you. You don't want it to sink in. You don't let it taint, you try not to let it sink in so much where it taints your whole mood and, gets you off kilter. But it's almost impossible when something is out there that you know isn't true or you disagree with to just, no, I'm not going to glance at it, peek at it. You want to know who's it coming from, because a lot of times these same people will be in your face with a microphone when you start winning.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Nah, I ain't gonna lie to you. It was a certain commentator that was like, it was like when I was watching the rematch, I don't really like listen to the commentator, but people tell me like, yo, it's good to listen to the commentator. You can like see your mistakes. And it was like, okay, I see my mistakes. Like when I like watched the fight, I watched it a couple times, but when I watched it with like Danny Garcia. I watched it with Danny Garcia at his crib actually. When I watched it, he was like, "Yo, you didn't look bad, but you gotta keep that right hand like that left up." I said, "All right, bet, I got you." I'm watching it, but getting it from Danny Garcia is cool because it's like, okay, he's a world champion. He been there actually.
Exactly.
Like Danny's the type person that if he want to retire, he could because he did his thing. Like he's done. Like he literally did everything you can ask for. Like he's a champion. He fought everybody. I respect Danny. So it's like, okay, hearing it from you, all right, you're right. Now I'm listening to the commentators. Commentator was sounding like he didn't really like me. He like I forgot his name,
like
but you could tell like
daughter or something.
Yeah, like he was like they said you was a little outraged that fight, and then after that when I won, he said, "Oh yeah, well let's do it again." All right, it's like no. I'm like, oh okay, you got a grudge against me? It's like okay, cool, but I beat him, and now you got to say I won. Oh well.
So what you got? What you got coming up? Any fights coming up? We want to see you back in action.
We looking at. So it's two things. Two things is we looking at Colombia to fight, and we gonna fight for a small WBA title, like I said.
Right.
And then after that, we taking our talent somewhere, and that's gonna be a surprise for all y'all. And then when I do that, I promise y'all can interview me.
Okay, you already know, man.
Yeah, exactly.
We like I said, I love your style, man, and the speed and the swag, man, all that, man. Just keep doing your thing, man, because when you're locked in, that only lasts for so long, and everyone wants to see when the star falls. So you might as well take advantage of the moment and keep riding with it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I agree with that. Thank you, man.
Yeah. So another thing I want to ask you, in your last fight, Pops came in the corner, gave you a little advice in the middle, and gave you a hug. So what was that all about?
It was like we've been doing that since amateurs, really. Like every last round, we'll give each other a hug. But this is way different from amateurs to pros. Number one, I'm in a big ass crowd. Number two, we on TV.
Right.
So it's like, okay. Number one, he's my father. So it's like he was giving me water and I'm drinking. I'm trying to drink water. And I'm like, Dad. It's like, number one, I'm not sitting down because I'm in shape. But I'm still cautious of the fight. And I understand, like, when I watched the fight and listening to, like, what my dad was saying, I could have stopped him. Because I definitely could have stopped him. Because that fight, it was a big difference from that fight from the last fight. I looked stronger. I looked faster. Yeah, I definitely looked bigger. So I asked myself, damn, what kind of substance did you take? I ain't taking no substance stuff. I ain't taking no substance stuff.
His body doesn't listen. Not
like,
yet,
damn.
anyway.
No way. We'll edit this part out.
The same thing he taking.
Same thing I'm taking. Yeah.
Nah, but it was like he didn't give me no. He wasn't really giving me no water. I'm like, Dad, give me some water. I am giving you some water. So it was like, okay. Then but I get why he had that sense of urgency, because it's like, yo, be careful. This guy is different. He hits hard. I didn't feel his power. Only reason why I felt that power in the last fight is because I was off, super off. And prior to life situations that I shouldn't have brung into the ring. I should have actually backed out that fight. But I should have never let that ego get in the way of my career. So I let my ego get the best of me that last fight. But this fight, I'm like, oh, that's it? Okay. That's it?
Let's go to work.
Let's work. So
what I kind of hear is a recurring theme here, where you talk about how important it is to be mentally there in the moment. How hard is it when you got that first knockdown? Take us to that moment.
When I got knocked down. Be honest with you.
What the first thing you said? What was the first thing in your head? There wasn't a curse word.
W to that.
Nah. You know what's funny? I thought I slipped. So I'm
That's
looking like
when I rocked him last week. Man, don't slip.
Look, I'm like, oh no, I slipped. But then I look up, I'm like, oh, he counting. So I got up.
Could you hear anything?
What? Nah, I ain't hear shit. You know what's funny? I just see fingers in my head. So I'm just like, I'm like, why are you in my face, ref? Move. But then I got up. I'm like, oh, he hit me. My legs is gone. So I'm like, oh shit. Like talking about it now is funny because I'm experienced with it. So it's like, all right. So it's like, all right, okay. So I'm walking to the other corner. He's like, come to me. I ain't gonna front. I wanted to say no, but it was like, all right, I'm gonna come to you. So and I just seen him coming at me, but in my head, I'm like, man, fuck you. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna try to knock your ass back out. But then I went back in the ring. I went back in the corner. I'm like, God damn, my legs is gone. God damn, I don't got no legs. But, so now that back to the question where you said back to my father, it was just a sense of urgency. But it was me really calming him down. That hug was like, I got this. I'm okay. I'm all right. He ain't got nothing for me right now. You know what I mean? He don't have nothing for me right now. So it's like, okay, cool. I'm all right. And I gave everybody else on my team that, because it's like, yo, y'all was here. We good. I'm all right. We won. It's over now.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, it showed your resolve. Now, I have to ask you, as a professional, your funniest moment. Witness, it could have been yours in a ring, or you could have been ringside, but you've seen it all. You don't have to name names if you don't want to, but the funniest moment you've experienced.
Funniest moment I experienced was when actually, yeah, I do have a funny moment. When I was like, it was like a funny moment and then it's an emotional moment. Because I was in a ring and it was this guy on the team on Christmas Day, the one I fought the rematch. So the guy was like, I guess it was one of his teammates or his manager, something with management, because that's his guy. He claimed whatever. So I'm like, okay. I see my little brother, not Manny, but Manny had a ski mask on. I'm like, huh? And I'm looking, I'm just seeing the kid talk to me like, yo, you're so great. I'm looking at him like, but then he pulled the ski mask. I'm like, oh, Manny. Like, even with me saying it, because he's still my baby brother, like, I still look at him as a baby. I don't care for how old he is. It's like, oh, shit, what's up? So it's like, oh, okay. He came. As I'm looking at Manny and him crying, saying, yo, you're so great. Like, yo, I'm proud of you. I see my sister saying the same thing. I see my mom. I'm like, oh, man. Because it's like, okay. Now, as I'm seeing all that, I look and see the hothead of the family, Speedy. So I'm like, okay. I'm looking like, when you like turn your head, I'm looking. He's saying, what? I'm gonna knock you the fuck out. What? You got another I'm like, oh. So my mom said, yo, calm down, calm down. I'm looking to who he going at. It's the same person. I'm like, wait. Oh. But I'm like, I low-key did want to fight him though. So I'm like, should we jump him after the fight? So I'm just like, so it was funny. Why? Because it's like I know him, because he jumping, he flinching. I'm looking at Manjo. I haven't seen my brother in 2 months. So in my head, I'm like, damn, you got big as hell too. When you don't see like that one family members, and they just look big as hell out of nowhere. So I was like, God damn, he got big. So when I looked at him, we caught eye contact. I said, yo, come here. But he didn't see me look at him. He didn't see me say, come here. He just turned his head because he's looking at the person that he won after this fight. So I'm like, yo, come here. So I tapped my guy Ian. I said, yo, nah, tap my brother. He was like, who, your brother? I said, yes, my brother. Tapped him. He looked in the ring. I told him, yo, come here. Regardless of what, a security guard was not going to tell him you couldn't go in the ring. So he jumped the gate. And next thing you know, my brother jumped the gate too, the baby. They all just ran in the ring and gave me a hug. I'm like, oh. Y'all was
That's a soft story, man. We was looking for blood and guts.
Hey. Now you're making so much money, or you're making money.
Uh-huh.
How many second and third cousins you done discovered in the last 6 to 8 months? We don't want to say, look.
nephew, what's up, nephew?
It's more friends too. It's like, hey, y'all, I remember. Because when you in high school, everybody just thinking, like, I ain't gonna lie to you, high school was fun to me, but it was some down moments. They didn't understand, like, it was times I would come to school skinny because I'm making weight for a tournament, and I was just big this day. So you got people criticizing, saying, oh, he smoked out. But then the next month, I'm big as hell. So it was like people would say, like, yo, you get big and you get skinny. In my head, I'm like, you won't fight. But it's like, because I'm an amateur, amateurs, you still can fight in the streets. So it's like, all right, what's up? You want to fight? But then after that, that's where another sacrifice comes. Got school, you got to finish it.
Yeah.
You don't want no job because you don't got time for your career. Exactly. And then you don't want to have some slack. And then you don't want to have to go in the store and be like, yo, I can't get a brownie. Why? Because you don't got $1. And I don't like asking my mother for nothing. I don't like asking I don't like that. So it's like you know what? I don't care. I'm going home. I don't even care for this. I'm gonna eat at home. Fuck everybody. But then, it's like, okay, cool. I gotta just work. Now, my senior year, that's when like everybody got set back. Cause senior year is the most important year. Yes. That's when like everybody started to see, oh, who is this? But I always told everybody, even when like, first day of school or some days of school, teachers always give you like bullshit ass assignments. Like they don't give you like no hard ass work from the first. They just say little shit like, what do you want to be when you grow up? And then they were like, at the end of the school year, is it the same dream? I had the same dream for 4 years in school, from freshman all the way to a senior. But the dream difference was the dream was to be in the Olympics.
Right.
I ain't never. Yeah.
Everybody want that.
So it was like when they said Olympics, they was like one teacher said it like, "Yo, you gonna make it." I said, "Thank you." And another teacher said it, but it was female teachers. So I'm like, "Oh, they were cute." So it was like, so it was like, okay. So when they said that, I was like, dope. I came back to the school years later. I think, it was this year actually. I said, thank you. They was like, I told her, I said, you remember when you said I was gonna make it? And she was crying. She was already about to start crying. She was like, I did. I said, and you remember like when you tapped me, because I told you that every day? I said, I do. I said, thank you. I made it. She gave me a big hug because she knew that already. But for me to come back out my way to come to my old school and do that, and I was really coming from my brother too, because it was like, yo, what are you doing in school, bro? But it was still like, all right, let's make amends. I did it. She gave me a hug, took a picture, posted it. Everybody was reposting it because I said what I was gonna do. Make it.
That's special, man. That's a good story, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a pleasure having you, man, Rajon, man. We expect great things from you, bro. That's all we got for A-Side Boxing. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. We'll see you, bro.
Hey, and don't forget, once you blow up, we want tickets. We want to interview, and we want tickets.
For sure, we lit.
And an extra small T-shirt.
There we go.
He want to beat. He going to the beach for his.
All right.
Okay. Got y'all, man.
All right, man. See you around.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Of course, champ.
All right. Take care, bro.
You too.
Now you've got past the draw. You've redeemed yourself. What's next in these next couple? What should we expect in the next few months, this next year? If you had it your way, how would this play out?
As when you mean having my way, you mean like what's next, having it my way?
Yeah, if you had it your way, you could line them up. You can fight 3 times a year. You can fight twice a year. You had it your way. What's going on? Jump out there, say it. Don't keep it in here.
Don't listen to him.
Don't say it. Just say it, man.
Because as a fighter, you gotta start. What I learned in this world, you gotta start speaking your mind, right?
Exactly.
And I'm young, right?
Just say it. I'll edit it out if it goes too far. Don't worry.
What I'm gonna say is, whoever got the best offer.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's all
like
about
that.
the Benjamins. All about the Benjamins.
But when it comes to little stuff, like what I'm learning about the game, is certain promotions should build you, especially at a young. For example, Xander Zayas. Xander is a person that got built, and now he's an animal because he got built into going up, and he was ready for those steps. Vito Melnick got built. Everyone gets built. If you throw yourself into with dogs, it's either you're gonna break or fall. I've been in there with a dog with only 5 fights.
Yeah.
What more do I have to prove? I shouldn't have to keep proving myself. Why? Because I'm only 21. Why take punishment at 21?
No, not
right. You're only gonna get better over time. So
exactly. I'm not saying I want no cupcake. Hell no.
Okay.
Fair share. But like I said, whoever got the best offer, that's what I can give you.
Right.
You're well polished in your answers. I see it, man. You're well polished.
You went through legal already.
Yeah. So this part of the show, we got some questions we're gonna run off.
We have 3 questions we ask of everyone when we get to the first one.
I can ask one. Okay, all right. If you what's your favorite NFL team, right? And if you could play a position, what would it be?
Favorite NFL team, Green Bay Packers, and quarterback.
Okay. I thought you want to say cornerback, but okay, you want quarterback? Okay. All right. Say that quick too.
Sounds like he wanted your answer, but then didn't want it. You know?
Yeah, he's like this guy. We usually ask what's your most challenging moment as a professional, but you know your career is pretty short, and you've already spoken about the draw a few times.
My only challenging moment was mental. That was it. So once I can't say I conquered nothing until I conquer it again. So,
Okay, that's pretty profound. Okay, all right. the last one is, what's your funniest moment as a professional?
I'm gonna have to say those times I was going to, when I was like, when the COVID hit, so everything was like down, but I had to fight. I was hungry. So I went to Mexico to fight, the Devin Haney and everybody was doing. I went to Mexico. So me personally, I don't know why I was acting like I had a tough fight, but I always go in there with that mindset. I went in there, hit with a body shot. The fight was over. I'm like, damn, I bet. But if y'all would have seen like how I'm saying it though, like it's literally like boom, boom, boom. It was like he was like, ah. But get your vessels, bro.
Wow.
Other than that, the funniest moments though, shit. If we was talking about ring though, it would have to be Padwick with my father, especially when I used to like get slapped. It was fun. It was funny because we was like, I would talk, I'll be like, nah, I caught that. He said, oh, okay, you caught that? You caught that? And my dad fast as hell. So it was like, wow. Like, oh shit, nah, you got it.